Welcome to Taro Tao. How you doing? How are you doing? It has been a very hard day. I hope all of you are doing good. Um, Dealing with the situations that I know everybody has to be dealing now in a different way. Everything is new. You don't know why you're acting the way you are. Um, in terms of me, I told you guys I had a surgery in my ankle. Unfortunately, it's very sad when you have to go through injustice and of a big system that we participate on. And I'm so glad we are getting awake. And I'm so glad, you know, I'm not happy that this happened to me, but I'm happy that I am someone that can speak out. And I just wait for the right time and right moment because you have to strategize very well what this monsters want you to do. Soulless, uh, primitive, low conscious, low vibration beings, poor things. Um, so that's why I am praying for compassion and for healing. This background music that you're listening to right now are theta waves, TETHA or THETA, theta waves like alpha, beta, gamma, theta. Um, I don't know if there's another ones. I believe so. It's binaural beats and those frequencies. Once you dispose yourself, just an instant of believing, um, that of course is not overshadowed by your doubt. Just try not to think about it and let it work, and then attribute the healing towards it. Be thankful for, not that it came back, but that just a minute it went away. Then it will activate more that wave and that path, and it will. That's how this binaural beats and frequencies can heal you, because we are healed by water and all of our body is water. So um these vibrations by sound make a very soothing, perfect healing in our bodies as directed in our subconscious. So once you are tapped in your subconscious, um you don't pay attention to your ego, which is always gonna be random and doubting and whatever, and seeking for for the sixth paw of the cat. So yeah, because let me shut up. Well, I want to finish. I read it in my altar last night. Um, a lot of people are seeking for help, but they're not putting it as a priority. So I've been I've been used by the universe as a channel and a vessel to just drop it out there. But a lot of other spirits and 5D and ethereal beings of the people are just, we are just in the two dimensions. So I'm actually like, it's like if I was in the fifth, looking at the fourth, and I can see how the other spirits, not the person, because we're not against flesh and blood. It's just spirits, demons, adverse thoughts, adverse energies, insecurity energies, energies that hasn't benefit lingering in that person are coming out with this eclipse, and it's just insane when you don't have nobody to talk to. So I guess I talk to you. But yes, a lot of people are looking for help. I really want to help a lot of people. However, some of us, are out there, and some of us, God has us hidden and in a little bit of isolation. For example, my foot, I had an ankle surgery, and I didn't receive the proper treatment. Right now, I have both of my feet. I can barely walk. I can't sit. I can't uh, lay down. I can't. So I'm constantly aware. You have to see What is the benefit of this situation? What is, because everything in God is good. It's not that God sent you this. It doesn't matter who sends you this. It doesn't matter what this happened. It's how can this benefit me? Seeking, knowing how empty is my life without how I still depend on other things outside me, outside myself. How even meditating gets to a point boring because the interdependence of human beings is so important. And I come to speak out about that. I like to be alone. Don't get me wrong. But it gets to a point that you want to manifest your counterpart, that one that is inside of you. And I think I wanted that since I was born. But everybody has their mission, you know? Let me start with this. Okay, so I got this deck, I showed it to you before, the Visionary I Ching cards. I recommend you to seek information. I'm trying to get cards that go beyond the daily circumstances and how to see it in a higher dimensional aspect. That's what I'm being called to do in a cosmogenic. How how your actions and my thoughts and my vibration is affecting a whole cosmos, and how can I stay there in that consciousness? Sorry, let me get the book out. I'm so proud of this text. They're really putting it out there. Look how this is beautiful, the artwork. On the bottom of the deck, the approach of spring. This has a name. I'm going to study this, and this is explained. The symbols, these Chinese symbols, and are explained here, and the other is a more universal one. It's a method. Okay, so I'm going to put the cards away since I've been meditating on these cards. It's very important for you to meditate on the image of the card. So, first card that came out last night was the number 17, following. I hope you can appreciate the image. These are cards for a lot of contemplation. You can use them for a whole week. It gives you a lot of contemplation, and it keeps you in that awareness of the zen and the flow. It says lake above, thunder below. How interesting. Following. Let's see what it says. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Each card has this symbol. Following, lake above, thunder below. Choosing to follow good influences brings supreme success. You may not be able to change the direction of the wind, but by frequently adjusting your sails, you can arrive at your destination with a joy that inspires others to follow. Because that's the point at the end. If you're not doing anything to inspire others to achieve the greatness, your same or more greatness, then you're in the wrong path. If you're not even thinking about others achieving greatness, you're in the wrong path. You're missing the third jewel. The third jewel, there's three jewels. Number three, number three, 333, trines. Do your research. Those who wish to acquire a following must speak. Thus, those who wish to acquire a following must speak the language of their followers. Those who wish to be loved must become the imagined lover of their beloved. I was saying, those who wish to prosper must bend with the pressures of the world. In matters of principle, stand firm. Walk it like you talk it. In matters of style and taste, swim with the current. I'm different in that aspect. I swim, but with my own bathing suit. The one I want to put that day. Or no bathing suit. If guile or self aggrandizement enters the equation, if you think you're all that, resistance will be what follows. Do you understand? Once you want to be number one, I mean, you don't care that the other ones are number two or number three. You just want to be that number one. Good for you. It's great as long as you want others to achieve the number one position too and higher, because that means it's possible. It's possible. Focus on the common good. Common good, third jewel, Sangha, in order to remain unharmed. Do you understand? If you do not, if you do not think of others as you think about yourself, it's not about changing others. It's about wanting the best for them. Just that magical instinct. God got the rest. It's beautiful for God. In the affairs of humanity, change is constant. Nothing is permanent, like I've been telling you. It's one of the noble truths of the Buddhist path. Old ideas are discarded in favor of new ones. You have to discard the old ideas if you want to put new ones. No more break. No mixing. What a problem I have with that. But this is the truth. Didn't you want to know the truth? I did. Sometimes the truth is hard to swallow, but once you swallow it and learn how to taste it, girl, boy, you can have that every day, all the time. A great leader can emerge only by being adaptable to the demands of the times. Similarly, only by adjusting to changing circumstances, only by adjusting to changing circumstances can one prosper in the world of commerce. Remain flexible and you will gain the confidence of those around you. Bend and you will not break. You have to stand firm but flexible to the changes of the circumstances because you're not a part of the consciousness of the whole world. You're part of that, you're part of that creation. So what can you do? What can you do to stand firm? How can you bend? How can you be flexible and bend to reach those that are not standing or are standing firm but in another position? How can you make that valid, understand? How can you make those, those mirrors that are your mirrors, they are part of you, they're part of your creation, how can you make them work for the greatest common good, not for your benefit, for the greatest common good? Balance activity with some relaxation to serve the situation well. Balance. Okay. And to maintain a state of healthy energy, minimizing both internal and external resistances to your goal. Very psychological, very psychological. But for me, balance has priorities. What are your values and your priorities, and how are you balancing them? Two of Pentacles. This card, it says lake above, thunder below. A lake seems very peaceful, um, very peaceful, very flowing, very independent, um, not abused, not invaded. People actually respect the lake a little bit more than the ocean. However, you have to be careful because you have to see everything with that calmness. You have to see below the dirt that comes up naturally and that is in the ground and the reflection of the sun. You have to see beyond all of that calmly if you want to be a leader, because sudden changes can happen because you don't know the lake, you don't know the thunder that is below. Choose your associates carefully. I've been trying to do that, and I don't understand why the people I want to connect with doesn't, it's not taking my telepathic message. I don't know, but maybe this is telling me why. This is a time to dismiss any incompetent, incomprehend, in they can't compete. So why are you gonna have somebody running in a marathon that can definitely um, um, can give their best potential? They're just doing it for just they don't even know why they're doing that marathon. Maybe for somebody to take a picture of them, and they say they did a marathon. You have to dismiss these people. We can't allow those people on the race. So you understand? You have to move the race somewhere else. Have them running their own walker, I guess. Develop associations. Develop powerful associations. I believe greatly in that, in great loyal relationships. Two things can happen, or you can build a beautiful, great brotherhood and sisterhood, which is the kingdom of God here on earth when you have a friend and a sister and a brother, um, or somebody that is your family without even having any type of blood connection versus spiritual connection. It's a loyalty, it's a kingship, you know. Um, develop them powerful. Two things can happen, or they're gonna betray you very soon, or you're gonna grow together through those betrayals. Because remember, nothing is permanent. And in this 3D, we're full of faults and we're here to learn lessons. So if my friend cannot teach me lessons and I cannot grow with my friend because everything is fine and dandy, then I'm telling this to myself. Good relationships bring good fortune. Those coins, you want to manifest those coins, those pentacles, good relationships. The abundance is going to come from the 10 directions. Do you understand? And there's thousand ways, thousand paths for you to take to get you to that finish, prosper line. Listen to this. Each new connection with someone of valuable influence may require an equal and opposite diminishing of a relationship you have with someone or less influence. What is more valuable, you're going to dedicate more time, because at the end of the day, it's not about her, it's not about them, it's not about you, it's about the common good. And that's how you hold your pentacles. That's how you work on your pentacles. If you don't have that mindset, it's not going to work. This is the way it is now. Yes, the world changed. Yes, we changed the world. You'll see. It often happens that as a person attains a position of influence, they attract a chorus of flatterers who use their supposed loyalty to gain personal advantage. I think that's why God has many people hidden and in isolation, because this is different. We don't want anybody, we don't want friends because they like to hang out with us because of the people we attract or the ambiances we are in. No, we don't need that anymore. We need real friends. We need real people that embody God, and we can have God everywhere we look in a 3D manifestation. This is the time. I want you to when you look at me and when you come to me as a friend, you see a representation and an emanation of God. Cool as shit. Sorry. Set your compass towards what is beautiful and true. Only you know the truth. You know it because it has been confirmed and confirmed, and the truth is what you can't believe. And that's the truth. That's why the kingdom is for the one that believes. It may be the time to seek the counsel of someone wiser. That's what I've been trying to do. I got to a point that I just want to share knowledge. That's There's nothing wrong with that. I don't want to get to no top saying that I did it by myself or that I did it with God. I want to say we did it together. I know that if that person agrees to work actively on behalf of our cause, supreme good fortune will result. Another possibility here is that through understanding and respect, you will be joined by a follower who forms a supportive bond with you. Not flatterers, a follower, because just one is necessary. It makes me emotional because only God knows how much I want to hug someone. I require a lot of alone time. I'm a high priestess. I belong in the temple. But when you're consecrated to the temple, you're also consecrated to brothers and sisters on your path, your spiritual friends, people you can identify with and can share your journey. That's all I'm asking. It has been very hard for us. Very hard for people like me, who is untamed, unlabeled, who can it does not fit. Because we came to break that. And I know that, and I'm not whining about it. But I'm being honest. Can't wait. My heart yearns with nostalgia. Not of the people of the past, but the people of the future. My people. The ones that were always there, always have been, and always will be. I hope you understand. Let's look at the second card and then we cut and we go to another reading later on. The second card is repairing the damage. Please contemplate this card, the colors. Repairing the damage. This is a divine card. Mountain above, wind below. Mountain above, wind below. Very interesting. I love these cards because it's a very different it shifts really your perspective. It gets you to a visionary state of mind, not just a contemplating visionary, like, hey, you missed that. Interesting. One is 17 and this one is the 18th next to the other. Mountain above, mountain above, mountain above, wind below. Where do you see the wind? Do you see how these little trees are moving towards the side? Are we looking at the wind in the sky, the clouds? I can see the wind clear here. There's fire in the sky. There's water. There's so much. These cards definitely, I recommend them to you. They're a beautiful work of art. When something is rooting or rotting, I'm sorry, when something is rotting, it is time to repair the damage. In the world of human affairs, self indulgence, and corruption, it grows like weeds in an untended garden. They must be faced squarely and rooted out through bold action. We have to say no to war. We have to say no to corruption. We have to know how to say it. We have to know how to demonstrate the conduct and the ethic and the common sense necessary to make these behaviors ridiculize themselves. This is a time to be lean and efficient. These weeds, these bad weeds, they have to be rooted out, okay, before the whole garden is lost, okay. Fighting decay, indifference, and corruption, that monster in the world, is not a simple matter, and I can tell you that by a fact. You don't even imagine, some of you, or some of you do. The steps must be, the steps, the strategy must be evaluated carefully, and planning should precede the action. Remember, it's a flexible plan. You stand firm like the tree, but you can understand the winds and what's going to happen and how you're going to get back again. It's a beautiful thing. Resist the temptation to strike out. Gather strength around you and marshal your inner resources. Everything you have learned, it's time to apply it. It's going to come out, and you're going to apply it anyways. Can't wait. Can't wait to see this manifestation. I hope I can walk. I will walk. I hope we can dance together when all this happens. When we lose the people and systems, and we realize what has been done, we can forgive. And we can still tell this story as the greatest story of all. Arresting the decay requires a strong effort. When you do act, play, pay, when you do act, pay close attention to the process. Make your strike as precise and clear as the path of the surgeon's knife. Don't rely too much on tradition. Remember, you have to be flexible. If you want to repair long standing situations that needs repair, then you can't do the same efforts. You really are gonna go have to let it go. Let it go and deal with it. Learn to love it. Don't try to repair it. You have to be light. That repairedness is a light one. It's different. It's this is what I want, and this is what I want, and I'm going to see it different now. I'm gonna stop to trying to change this person. I'm just gonna love that awareness. Now, instead of getting mad about that behavior, I'm just gonna laugh about it and love it. You want to keep working on that long lasting, um, um, how do you call it here? Long standing relationship with people, the world, with the system, then you're gonna have to just eat the ice cream, hot or cold. Everyone makes mistakes, and most of the people wants to correct them, really. But only the wise knows when to stop trying. Correct. Sometimes I can't stop trying. And this is when I come here to you so that you can see who I am and help me to let go. To know that you will be coming soon. I'm happy. I just don't want to do it alone. I want to meet you. I want to meet you. I want to create meaningful and powerful relationships with you, with myself. It's a day to day world, it's a minute to minute. However, like I said, balance, have priorities. What are your values? What do you stand for? Just one question. That's lovely. But is it for the common good of all? Is it? Yes? Then let's go. If it's not, change it. You have a problem in your priorities. It's not going to work. Taro tao. Taro tao. I love you guys. See you very soon.